Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this. Was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes.
Hey, what up, dude? My bad on my mic being extra loud.
In one of my finer moments of self-deception,
yes, indeed. I was sitting here thinking, like, man, I'm not going to play this. And then I was playing another game. I was like, I might as well turn this on and just finish this. I'm in the last chapter, I think. Yeah, I left work and was like, looking for everybody and realized, like, oh man, I'm like 15 minutes late getting out of here.
The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again.
That's good, man. I don't know where the sunglasses are. Yeah, I finished unloading a trailer and then I thought everybody was like out and then they were still halfway through another trailer, so I helped out with that and then that was that. Like after we finished unloading that, like everybody was kind of like standing around, like, what y'all doing? I'm like, I'm going to clock out. I'm going home. I'm good. This is Alan Wake from the people that made Max Payne and Control and Quantum Break. Yeah, you'll be alright. You'll be alright. They mentioned TiVo. It's one of those things that, like, when you play certain games, you're like, everything is like modern, and then you see like, oh, he's using a home phone, and then he mentioned TiVo. I'm like, I don't know the last time anybody said that at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Bullitt Show. Thank you everybody. We have a great show.
Game is so weird.
I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop. Yeah, good read. Go buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here. Is that wise? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy, but this one I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan. Wow, thanks. Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man? Good riddance. No, seriously though.
I wish I had that game installed. I got it installed on my Switch, but like the Switch version is bad. It runs at 60 frames per second, but it looks so bad. Usually, if I'm using the controller, I feel like I have to warm up, so I'll play like Tekken or Street Fighter or something for a minute, and then hop into whatever game I'm gonna play.
Now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good. Great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
indeed. I'm
Well,
gonna try to
that
finish
guy
this
was really
chapter
in
and
my
then I don't
face.
know.
I lost my temper.
I said I got close to not playing this, but I'm like, I'm on the last episode. And each episode is like an hour and a half long, so
Several books.
appreciate it, man.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the
Staring at the zoo with his sunglasses on.
and our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you, and good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that. I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know. Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what?
I should have followed her advice, but suddenly I was angry, mostly at myself.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was
So I
angry
guess
because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing
All the
again.
characters in this game, their faces
I'm
look
sorry,
off during
honey.
cutscenes.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
Maybe I'll watch one of the Evil Dead movies today. I don't know. Every time I think about watching the first Evil Dead, I'm like, I should just watch 2, but I haven't seen part 1 in forever as a result.
To Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later.
Can't believe they're making a sequel. I don't know. I gotta see how this ends. I don't remember. I thought it was pretty conclusive.
Funny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page,
I feel like Control is the person that links all these games together.
about to use the
If they make an
clicker.
Alan Wake 2,
That's where I was headed.
they can deliberately just be like, oh, these other things are fully included in the story, so see what happens.
Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still
gotta take a
chalk
long
everything up to a
drive.
dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this.
Stupid
Having been in the
Horizon
cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head,
Stop.
gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed, there would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
The the episodes of this game, I think the second episode, the DLC episode, is called The Signal. I forgot what they're called. I've never played them. I just know that, just thought, he's in the mountains or whatever, and he's having trouble getting a signal. I'm like, no. That's paid promotion. Because I do believe they use the line, "Can you hear me now?" Which was Verizon's old advertisements for cell phones, which is so weird to think about. It's still a phrase that people use, but it's not as common. Look at this stupidity over here. I think I have Duracells, but I have the super expensive, like the ones that are like $12 for 4 batteries. They've lasted me months. They are fantastic and worth the money. Hello. We are at the end of the game, I believe. I'm probably wrong. I believe this is the end of the game. Alright. One of my favorite things, whenever you're driving somewhere and you pass by a hotel and they advertise cable TV, occasionally you get one that's even lower than that, is like color TV. I'm like, nah, you need to update that sign. Sign is 40 years old, my friend. Uh-oh. What do they call the bad guys in, what is that game? Days Gone? Freaks? Just call them freaks? I don't remember for sure. Damn. I didn't have any of them. I had to go pick up all the stuff for dinner yesterday. But they have chocolate covered strawberries, like handmade chocolate covered strawberries that my mom's friend made in the fridge. I keep looking at them because, again, I bought all the stuff to make it with them. I'm good. Not for me. Nice. For the grown-ups. Like how the time of day just completely changed. All right, we're gonna continue. We're not gonna listen to those things too much. Pregnancy dreams. Just trying to think of what game involved you being a pregnant character. I think it's Amnesia Rebirth. I think the gimmick is that, like, your character might not know in the beginning, but I think she's pregnant or something like that. And you're feeling the pulse from your baby's heartbeat occasionally or something like that. Is the thing that, like, calms you down. Darkness. I haven't played much of that game. So I bought it. Like, I might have pre-ordered it when they're like, hey, we're making a new Amnesia. I was like, oh man, there hasn't been a new one of these since that game blew up, really. Like, there was Amnesia and Machine for Pigs. And I think that was it. And then PewDiePie, like, blew up, along with Markiplier. But then they made, you know, the new one. I was excited, and I got it, and it's like, this is weird. That is a dude I work with. Yes, indeed. What am I doing here? See, I'm trying not to get too distracted.
Agent Nightingale had stayed here in room number 2.
I'm already getting distracted. Oh, yes. Right. This is happening again. This is one of the things that kind of sucks about this game. Like, it's fine, whatever. I guess I can't be too mad at it, but, like, sure is a bummer how you can go to a place like this and stock up on ammo and, you know, do all right between chapters, and all of a sudden, all that progress is gone. You get to the next chapter and you're back to having, like, almost no ammo.
This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me. Look after yourself, Andrew. Could have fooled me, pal.
You mean Alan Wake? know what you mean. Who is throwing stuff at me? These enemies are so annoying. The problem with the enemies, I mean, it's not a major problem, it's just the thing that I notice is that they, I guess maybe they kind of sort of teleport. I don't know what to call it. They just sort of appear. Like, wherever you're looking at, they're not going to be there. They're going to be behind you. Yes, ham and hazelnut sounds fantastic. I'll let you have that. I'm okay. I don't want to ruin the fun. Whenever I see something like a spread, and somebody's like, "Oh, hey, do you want this?" Like, what is that stuff? I can't even think of that. What is that stuff? Is it hazelnut? Whatever. I don't know. It's different types of creams and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. Again, these are things that are designed for grown-ups, and I'm not a grown-up. I'm a kid. A 36-year-old kid. Definitely seen hazelnut spread plenty of places. Yesterday, because my mom's friend was making the chocolate covered strawberries, she had asked for a thing of coconut oil. I haven't ever used coconut oil, and neither has my mom. So when I saw that on the list of stuff that they wanted, I was like, what do you want? Like, what? There's so many different types. I think this is lewd. I think people use that for lube also. You can use if you're doing things safer. I'm good. I don't like the smell of coconut. Not what I wanted to do. Appreciate your game. That's me up. I'm still alive. Still alive. We'll just keep going. That movie called Rubber, the one about the killer tire. Great. Fight. What is that supposed to? Is it just supposed to like help with the hair texture or something? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's just something about the smell of coconut. I think what it is alright, so when you're a kid and you see things in cartoons, you're like, I want this. Like, this is how you trick kids into wanting freaking spinach. You're like, show Popeye. And you're like, wow, Popeye likes spinach. Don't you like spinach, kid? And the kid's like, yeah, I love spinach. It's my favorite. Kid doesn't like spinach. They like Popeye. But anyway, the reason this is related is because I remember whenever they would show, like, island episodes of cartoons, like, oh, this person's stuck on an island or whatever, they would always have coconut stuff. So, Truckosaurus. I was always thinking, like, coconut is probably the best thing ever. I need to try coconut. And I did, and I was like, this is weird. I think some girl I went to school with might have gone on vacation and ended up in like Hawaii or something like that and brought that back. Yeah, I brought something for show and tell. I bought coconut stuff, and I was like, I don't ever want this shit again. I'm good. What's happening? You have nappy hair. Black. Everything but coconut oil, though. Yeah, I clearly don't. With my hair. My hair is here, and then I cut it. When it gets too long, when I have to start using a comb to make sure it looks okay, it's time for it all to go. I don't even care if it's straight or even. It doesn't matter. Just make the hair disappear. What is shaving your hair? Shaving your hair, cutting off inches, but it's still like shoulder length. I guess I'm going back to the road here. How odd. Trap. That's a trap. This is definitely a trap. What do you think of the children? Disappointing. How disappointing. I got stuck on like concrete, like a little lip that was right there. Destroyed my car. It's all good. It's all good. I was looking at my uncle's hair because he doesn't normally have hair, and he has hair, which anytime he has hair, I assume it means something. just like not in the mood to cut his hair. Didn't want to use a flashbang. I need the little icon between the flashbang and the flare to be a little bit more different. Just slightly. Alright, give me just a moment. Mom just opened the door and Pee-wee just like did a 180, but in the wrong direction to go out of the room. And I want to be able to play guitar during streams, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think I can. I think what I have to do, I don't want to use the program, but I think I have to set up Voicemeeter again. Voicemeeter banana. Get it. See what you're doing. Like I said, the enemies appear from behind you. That's what they do. Fair tactic. Very annoying. I can never figure out if that's what I want to do or not. Like the way that I just kind of evaded all those enemies, it always feels slightly wrong. But then, like, you spend, oh, bless you, you spend so much time, like, wasting ammo on them, but then it doesn't even matter because, like I said before, the ammo disappears between the chapters. So when you finish an episode, you go to the next one and it's gone. Half the time you get halfway through this one and then it goes into like the second part of the episode and your stuff is gone. I lost all of my ammo. Realized I was going to be in quite a tough situation and have to recover everything that I had before. And then you do. And then the chapter ends and you're like, all right, well, whatever. Hot Dad TV, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Such a great song. This dude wrote songs for Nickelodeon shows and HBO shows, and the gimmick behind his songs is like he doesn't know the shows that he's writing about, so he's just making music that sounds cool. Same here. Give me a second. Just a moment. I don't know why that guy was in here, but in the back of my head, I was like imagining that song from the singer JoJo, Get Out. Holy smokes, man. Hunting rifle. Yes. I'll take the cut on ammo for the hunting rifle so I can get more points with this thing. Sorry. More kills with this thing. What I'm doing. Guess we're following this thing over here. Cool. Alright. Where are we going? I think I'm going up here towards this light. That seems about right. It seems like a logical thing to do. Unfortunately, the logical thing to do sometimes wasn't the easiest. I have no clue what Max Payne would say in this situation. Episode 6, I came in like a wrecking ball. Okay. I have to break the game. Game's like, I'll break it. What is that? Is that a manuscript page, or is that... It's a shopping cart. Climb faster, Mr. Blake. One, two, three. There we go. I'm just gonna twist the metal at him. This is gonna be a huge bummer if this works. did it. I solved that puzzle of pressing a button and then pressing another button and then driving underneath it.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
You've never done this entire game. Video game tropes, man. This was, I remember reading reviews for, or not, listening to podcasts, and they were talking about Shadow of Mordor, the Lord of the Rings, like, open world game, and how cool and revolutionary that game was, and how much fun it was just running around the world, and the Nemesis system. And I remember some of the reviews were like, yeah, it's really cool. It's just weird how the game ends on a QTE. You know, it seems to go in another way. And I always thought they meant, you know, like, oh, it's like a really easy fight. It just feels out of place. Like, no. You finish that game, and you literally do the only QTE in the entire game. It's like, oh, press A now. It's like,
I will never give her to you.
why? Hey, Caney. Just a moment. All right, let's continue. For some reason, I got the chainsaw. I guess saying chainsaw truck. WWF stuff. But there was that line. Undertaker. Back when he was like a new character. I wasn't clear if he was like a new face. They were doing the thing with Jake the Snake, where I think he came out there and something was going on with Jake the Snake, and Jake the Snake was thinking like, "Oh, you're here to save me" or whatever. He's like, "So whose side are you on?" And Undertaker says, "Not yours," which is such a great line. drop this here. I can't tell what's happening on the screen right now. It's just nonsense. Just random lights and a guy with a chainsaw. What are we doing? Pushing this?
I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Go all the way down here and over there. Oh boy. There's two right there. That's not, tension being not out there. Two big problems. I just have my flare gun out. I don't need to have it. And that's problem number one. Problem number two, I feel like my timing on some of these things, like say if I see those birds coming towards me, I try to hold off on pulling out a flare, but then I end up missing it completely because, like I just die. Because the startup time is so long. Go up here. Also long. I gotta ollie over this guy. Sick. feel pretty sure there's something back over there in that corner. Not 100% sure still. I'm so hungry right now. Dying. I thought those were flashbangs on the table and spirit hands. Same thing. They both mess up your vision. I feel like if somebody like threw a beer at your face and it hit you, probably do about as much damage. Maybe. Maybe not. All I had to do was pull out another flare, but I didn't want to. We got so many of them. Are we just gonna drop flares? Is the plan. Drop flares and cheese it. It's the. Drop this. Let's turn this thing around. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Trying to stop me. You don't have full freedom to go from one. very easy. Going towards this. You know, please. Didn't need that camera. Dude. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I will be right back. Okay, I'm here. Alright. I had to close my window too, turn off the air, and then I also try to light on my room now that you can't see me. Wait. You can't see me. Alright. What happened? Here we go. As I mentioned the other day, I have slightly shifted my monitor over because I can never decide where I want this damn thing to be at. What it is I feel like I need, like, as much as I hate on third screens, I need a third screen to warrant this stupid desk. What I did in the past to get around this is I unhooked my third desk, or my third monitor, and I also changed the shape of my desk. Like, I took off part of the L shape. So it was more traditional. Just a short desk. It was kind of neat for VR stuff, but it was also weird. It's just like, man, I paid money for an L-shaped desk and I'm not using it. PC gaming, my dudes. Flashbangs left. Flashbangs left. Video game tips. So one of the things that happens is you play games, and when you play games and you're like new to games, you're like, oh, I got this thing, I'm gonna use this thing. And as you start to learn how games work more, I think things are a little bit different now, but I know when I was growing up, like once you started to understand how games work, you're like, oh, I'm gonna save all of my really powerful stuff until the end of the game, until I really need it. And then you end up not using it because you're never sure when that moment's gonna be, and you have like a super hard fight you struggle against for no reason. That's what this is. Because I have all of these flashbangs and I need to start using it more. That's fine. That's fine. I'm a boat to kick your ass. Sidestep through that black goo. The Prometheus slime. Flashbangs. Darkness, where's your face? I sure do wish they had put more like things like that in there. Because those are some pretty cool, like, creepy messages. But there's only like 3 of them. Trust no one in the dark. The darkness wears her face. Dark sucks. Alright, what are we doing? Look down for a minute.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Just making shit up. The best comment is when
Turn back now.
Gods or whatever. You're exploring their area. And that one dude's upstairs. He's just like, who is this shit? Generally speaking, when you have to fight a boat, you're on a boat. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. That's all good.
Alice never loved you.
They're trying to stop me from getting here. Yo, this thing is about to knock me over completely. This is, I don't remember this. This is really stupid. I like this. This is the kind of stupid that I am all about. What do I do? Do I just run in? I guess I run in. Can't help it,
You
dumb.
fail. It's over.
I'm gonna shoot this tornado to death because I'm an American. I am making this up. It doesn't make any sense.
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, honey, you're still 1 foot in a dream. You're not making any sense. Come back to bed. Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
I'm gonna go find the clicker. Figure out how to click the
Come
lights
back
back.
to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
You must find your way to the cabin. If it stands in your way, it won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him, he's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
Got a good old-fashioned final boss fight going on soon. See, because he's a writer. They're writing what's supposed to be here in the scene.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what are you saying? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work. You can't do anything.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled.
Fill your
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Yay, we did it. I guess that sets it up so you could have a sequel, but I feel like it's pretty conclusive. It's like, oh, this is done. He wrote his story and finished it.
Ground control to Major
Ah.
Tom.
This streak will disappear. I'm playing this song, right?
Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground control to Major Tom. 7, 6. Commencing countdown, engines on. 3, 2. Check ignition and may God's love be with you.
Song's so cool. This is a song I didn't get David Bowie. And then right before he passed, I was like, oh, this guy's great.
This is Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and I'm floating in a most peculiar way. And the stars look very different today. For here am I sitting in a tin can.
Alright, well, that's pretty much the end of that. There are these, but I'll save those for another time. I just want to finish the main game, because there is Quantum Break and Control. There's no reason to play all these games other than I just really wanted to replay Alan Wake, and I really want to play Control. I just wanted an excuse. Never played Quantum Break. Time to check that out sometime. Maybe today, I don't know. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Peace.